Another, our next game after.
Showing up at halftime, bro.
I thought we were gonna learn from our mistakes, but another game, we don't know if we're gonna have enough players to play. We were supposed to be here at 7:30 to leave. It is now 8:45, and we're still at the bus, not even with the full team. 11 players to play, and we gotta travel 6 hours. We calculated the perfect amount of time to get there, and then now looks like we're gonna be an hour and a half to 2 hours late. The game after, we only traveled with 10 people. Same mistake. Now we got players leaving. 2, 3, 4 players leaving. We didn't even have 11 players planning to leave. Hard to blame them when we're this disorganized. Can't even blame them. Man, I was so, huh?
I got a test coming up. I gotta study for it. You know what I mean?
Man, I was ready to play today. I was actually looking forward to it.
I mean, even with 11, even maybe with 12, it's not worth this. We need a full 18 every game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I would say at least 16.
16 is even a nicer number because, like...
How many subs do you get? 7?
Probably.
I think 16 is enough.
I mean, you only get 3 in a pro match, so that's why they probably only need 16.
Because last game, that team subbed like so many times.
And that's what screwed us, too.
Yeah.
And we were still keeping up with them, bro.
And then I asked the ref, he said you get 7 subs. And we might not even leave until like 9:30.
1 more hour, and we'll show up at 4 p.m. They're always the first to Like right now, we're getting there at 3 p.m.
We're gonna warm up in the car.
We're getting there at 3 p.m. without eating.
What?
If we
No.
eat right now.
Best case.
Best case.
Best case.
Bro, we're done.
We're done.
If, yeah.
We can't even go anymore.
I'm for real not gonna go.
It doesn't make sense, bro. We can't even
I'm
warm
not
up.
gonna do that to myself.
No, we're not gonna
I
warm
gotta
up.
eat, nigga.
We're not gonna.
Draw the line somewhere.
I mean, we can warm up like 10, 15 minutes, but not like a legitimate warm up.
Bro, that's sad, man.
Right now we have 12 players.
And Yummy really out 11. And that's
11.
not worth it.
Oh, 11 players. But that's 11 if D comes. Oh, and Bobby, yeah.
That nigga said 5 minutes away.
Nah, you know what that means when people say 5 minutes away. That's like, yeah.
Wait, what's the problem? Like, come on. Why? Why?
Because the car's gonna break down again.
Why we rent the car?
Yeah, the game's at 4.
Why are we going?
I don't know. I know it's at 4. We're supposed to get there at 3:41. No stops, no traffic, and the game's at 4. Just lost like 10 or 11-0. We played with an injured keeper, had a dead leg, couldn't even move. And we got an injured player left out of the game, left us with 10 players plus a hurt keeper, couldn't move, and then we got a red card at the second half. So we just really destroyed ourselves. Didn't even know if we were gonna have enough players to go to the game. Showed up to the game like 30 minutes before getting out of the van. Just had no time, and it showed, but we gave it our all. I gave it my all. I don't regret anything. And on to the next game. From 0 to 90 minutes, no matter what the score, giving 100%, not wasting a second. Every single play.
Then when you get a home game and they don't push you, you start complaining. With all the sacrifices we're doing, hell nah.
Hey.
This guy has a special relationship with red cards.
And he told us before the game, don't get red cards.
And we were joking about it too. He actually got one. But it wasn't a red.
Nah, that wasn't. You know what? I'm not worried because our next 3 games is home.
But didn't you get a red because he was talking?
Guys,
No, he got a
guys,
red
you are
card.
playing like girls.
It was a tackle from behind.
Forgive me, but you are playing like girls. Please.
I thought we were gonna make it.
So we have a
I
game
thought
on
we were gonna
Wednesday.
make it with no reds.
So we have a
That's
game
an accomplishment in itself. Have we played the last 4 games without 11 men? Without 11 men. The last 4 games.
3 games? We played 3 with 11 people.
No.
Because we got red card.
Guys, we get red card Tulsa, we get Oklahoma, we get
We got
red
2
card.
reds against Tulsa.
Yeah.
And then we got,
Like last
we showed
time.
up with 10 men. And then this game. Oh my god. Alright, so I just finished work and I'm headed to a game. So the game is at 6 p.m. and it is 4:33 p.m. It's gonna take me about 15 minutes to get there. So for the first time since I've been here, we should have, number one, we should have more than 11 players. We should have more than 11 players, and we should have everyone there with enough time before the game to do a good amount of warm-up before we play. So that's good. And we only have 3 more games. My shoulder, to the point, man, I've been thinking about it today, and I was thinking like, man, I'm not even sure. Alright, so my shoulder was hurting today while I was at work, and I was like, man, can I even play today? I got a serious discussion about that. I really wasn't gonna, I was really thinking about not playing. Now, what I had to determine as far as not playing is, number one, I have to determine is if I continue to play, will it get worse? Now, based on the assessments of the doctor and just my own intuition and knowing what makes it worse and what doesn't make it worse, I know what I have to do to not make it worse. And part of that is not defending corner kicks, but really the big thing is, can it get worse playing? And what do I need to do or not do to avoid it getting any worse? And another thing I wanted to talk about, that aside, is this team has been going through a lot of really bad things that is unbelievably, I mean, it's just so hard to believe that so many times, so many games in a row that we go unprepared. I mean, we're showing up at games 20 minutes before kickoff. I mean, we're leaving not knowing if we're gonna have 11 players show up, and we're having to drive 6 hours away. And just things like this, the last 3 or 4 away games since I've joined, and we lose by several goals. I mean, other teams score like 7, 8, 9, 10 goals on us. And even like in some of the games, like the last game, I mean, we had a keeper who couldn't move because he got hurt so early in the game. He couldn't move. He had a dead leg. And it was so obvious to everyone on the other team that he couldn't move. I mean, he was limping. He was literally limping. And then we got a player injured in the first half, couldn't play anymore. But people wonder, like, why do I travel to get destroyed, and with a team that's so disorganized? And a lot of people, like, it's almost like no one understands, but the reason I do it is because I know my end goal. They don't know my end goal. They're looking at everything at face value, but I know my end goal. So I look at it that I've come out. This is my first time in 2 years playing soccer. It's my first time in 2 years touching a ball. So I'm looking at it as an opportunity to play again, to get my touches, to get sharp, and just to come back, because I missed the game so much. And it's funny, when I look at these games, like we're in a really bad scenario, I look at it as opportunity. I look at it as an opportunity to test myself, to play in games under difficult circumstances. And I just see it as opportunity. This is just preparation. I mean, I'm using this as preparation because I want to try out for a pro team at the end of the year or early next year. So the months of December, January, February. And it's June 30th right now. But I see this as opportunity. So my perspective is a lot different. And my goal is not to win the championship of a summer league of semi-pro. That's not my goal. My goal is to become a professional. And just because I'm on a team that wins the professional or the semi-pro league of this tournament doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't. As far as becoming a professional soccer player, it doesn't mean anything. The only time it may mean something is if that team is planning to go pro. And then that kind of gives you a better opportunity. But that's not the case of the teams in this league. I mean, to go from semi-pro to pro takes a lot. So it's just me recognizing, and the reason I made this video, it's me not listening to other people, because I know my goal and I know where I want to go and I know what I need to do, and I've listed it down. I've written it down. I have it in my head, and I know that although this doesn't make sense to other people, I know that it's a route that's going to take me to where I want to reach my goal. So that's the main reason I'm making this video, is because sometimes you just got to ignore the outside noise, because the outside noise, a lot of the times when you listen to people from the outside and they're looking at what you want, they're looking at things from face value. They don't have a clear picture of your goal, and they haven't sat down to see, oh, what does it take to reach that goal? And I just know what I have to do. So the alternative, it just doesn't make sense. So that's it. But I'll be at the game soon enough, about 15-20 minutes. We'll see what happens today. Again, I'm not expecting the team to win. I've looked at a lot of these other teams, and they do some serious trainings. They have everyone at the training. They're doing tactical stuff. So I'm not expecting much. I'm just really playing this game to do my best, and to use this opportunity to learn and get back in the game, get touches back in the game, just learn some things that applying things that I've learned. So that's what that's what all these games are about with this team. 30 minutes before the game. 5:30. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 players. The other team has a full team already, with bench players. So we had 14 players this game. Man, there were like 2 or 3 opportunities, man. I should have gotten that cross inside the box to score. I ended up scoring 2 goals in this game, and I got 1 assist. We lost 5-4. We gave up some goals we shouldn't have, but I should have had at least 2 more, especially a game winner at the end. I was wide open in the middle. No defender on me. Didn't get the ball. But it's the best game we had so far, and I did what I could do given the circumstances. My best. Even though my shoulder's fucking killing me. But hopefully I can play next game.